So there we go. Welcome. This is January the 13th on the Clearing Club Zoom call. Welcome everybody. So the object of this call is basically just to come, share any questions that you have, any successes, any struggles, anything like that. So is there anybody who wants to go first? Anything that they want to share with us? You can just unmute yourself.
I can inform that. In fact, I concentrate this week on the past relationships and about work.
Okay.
And past relationships, because I thought that in fact there's a lot of emotions related to them, and they start contacting me, these men. And I thought that is a good moment now to clear it. And funny thing is that I feel completely calm, so I could see the difference. They're contacting me still, even so.
Okay.
But usually they didn't contact me. So for me, it was a signal that I have to clear this. And I feel calm. I'm not sending any more messages, but I'm receiving still from their side. And also I took on the board the topic related to my overworking, because now I decided this year to work a little bit less, not 10, 12 hours, but 8, like it is. It should be. So I took this topic, and so far I managed not to work longer than 8 hours.
Good.
So let's see.
How many men are we talking then? Harassing?
Not harassing. It's 4 men.
4?
4. Those that were very important for me and were with me for a long time.
What?
Also,
so
my ex-husband.
4 people have contacted you out of the blue just this week? Just at random?
Previous and this week. Yes. And one that I usually doesn't have contact also contacted me because in Madrid now it's amazing amount of the snow. So he wanted to inform me about. So for me it was just a kind of course, maybe accident contact, but after a few months it's not that it's impressive. I must say that I just took this topic and the day after I got the message.
Yeah, I mean we won't look too deeply into it as if we've cast a magic spell on 4 people, but 4 is quite a few, isn't it? Really, that's quite something.
But I just thought it would be good. I just thought that it would be good just clean this, like in my head and my emotions.
Yeah.
And at work, I have in fact every week some intention related to work. So this time was not overworking, not working overtime and something like this. So far I am managing, but it's only a few days this month. So let's see.
Well done. So have you had much processing?
No, I didn't. But I didn't feel well last 2 days. But I think it's related to my spine rather than processing.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm processing via headache, and I didn't have any headache.
So this was different. So, you know, it's funny. Obviously, in relationships, our energies is like a little bubble, and it doesn't matter how far you are or the distance or the time or anything like that. And obviously, if you've released those emotions and beliefs in relation to those people, you know, they might have felt a bit of a shift in energy and thought, oh, I'll just message Magda, isn't that? See what
And the funny thing was that one of this relationship was with the guy who is working radio, and this radio now just started in Poland once again after big problems, and this redactor just sent a special songs for me. So it was like, what?
A special what?
Song for me.
I don't know what that means.
A song. It means that he said that is that the special song for me.
Song.
And then, so I was like, whew, that was amazing. I didn't listen for a long time this radio because it was too political and there were too many problems. But they now created a new one radio. I said, oh, let's listen his his program, and just in this program he dedicated the song for me. Yeah, it was so cool.
So you've got new problems now. We've cleared some problems, and you've got some new.
No. It was kind of nice. I think that he's happy that this radio is now working. So, and I was supporting for many years this radio and being like really, I was sailing also with this guy and whatever. It doesn't matter, but just also something out of the blue happened, and I said that's amazing. So, but I think that I did well because I was calm completely, but it happened.
Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of coincidences the last few days. You know, whether it's synchronicity or whatever. Just I don't know. Don't want to get too spiritual on this call or anything like that, but yeah, I've seen quite a few recently, so it's quite interesting. You know. Great. Well, thanks for sharing. Is there anything else about what you're going to do next week, or?
I will be working now. I think that I'm more focused on work. I had today, the intention today was to be more assertive. It means that everything what is blocking me to be assertive. And assertive.
Aesthetic, right.
To be like, because at my work today we had the decision about the vision of the project for next year. And I want to not to take too much on my shoulders. And the meeting was at 2, so I said before 1, maybe I'll release these emotions and I will not get the project. And I didn't get it. So I'm so happy about it. I have only my 6, no others more. So that's
More
nice.
assertive, do you mean? Like more?
Be assertive, be protective myself and
Yeah.
my borders.
Yeah.
So that was today, for today, my intention. Well, at least it didn't happen nothing wrong on this meeting. They didn't allocate any additional project for me. So
good.
Maybe it's working.
So good things, good. Well, that's nice to hear. Malgazar has just joined us there. I know my pronunciations are going to be terrible for all the names, but Bezina, do you want to mention any progress, any success? Anybody want to speak next or ask any questions? Just unmute yourself.
I have a question to Magda. Because she was in a testing group. So it's more than 1 month of everyday intentions. And now we have a group of people who also are close to this time, that 30 days or around 30 days of everyday releasing. The question to Magda is it not too much maybe for you to have this intention every day and releasing every day? Or because I didn't watch all the Zoom meetings, so I don't know your story in details, but did you have any breaks? For example, to take some break? So how it is after, because in my opinion, you are the person who has done the most in the club.
I did every day. I didn't miss any day.
Okay.
And I had only twice processing, twice the headache. One headache, and once was headache with that I felt sleepy. But I got used to this kind of that I was doing every day something with me, with releasing. So that it's not a big problem. And I decided that intentions that are coming in the morning to me, I'm taking them, not those that is coming during the night or the day before in the evening. No, what is appearing me in the morning, that's the most important. I'm taking it.
Your intuition is stronger.
Yes, and I just think that it's also sometimes during the night things are looking like really difficult, but in the morning they are no longer as if they are. So it's better to focus what is in the morning. But I must admit that I'm not planning to take a break. If I will feel okay, I will not take a break.
Continue. Okay.
Because otherwise myself, I was always removing like not 1 or 2 problems every day. So, but now I'm not doing it. In fact, this is kind of motivation for me as well to focus on myself. And I like it. First time I'm every day not thinking about the other, helping the other, but on myself.
What can I do for myself?
Yes, exactly. And this is so cool. Waking in the morning and I have to write the intention, and I have to set that I done. I did it.
Great.
And I
Yeah.
like it. It's a lot of, also when you look at your intentions from the last, okay, in my case more than 1 month,
Mhm.
and if you are looking, you can see areas that are all the time appearing, in fact.
Yeah.
That, and it's mainly
Yes.
that,
Madzia is frozen.
okay, so it's mainly related to work, my body, pain, and relationship.
Mhm.
So that was but body pain was at the beginning. I think for first 2 weeks was mainly pain in the body, but now I don't have them anymore. A part of now problem the spine, but I know that it's different. So okay, I think it's enough from myself.
Thank you.
I took a lot of time.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, that's great, and it's because I've included clearing of anything that blocks the intuition as well. To clear that for the group every day. So it's interesting to see. Obviously, the post goes live at 7 p.m. my time every night, and people are saying done, 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 which is great. But obviously, you're probably sleeping on it a bit and giving it a bit more time, and then waking up in the morning and you're using your intuition a bit more to decide what you want to do and you're feeling on the day. I think I prefer people to wait till the morning and then let the processing from the day, not always physical symptoms processing, but let the day previous pass and then wake up a fresh morning and think, right, where am I now? I think if you set your intentions for what you want to do tomorrow before the day is even over, it might change by tomorrow. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, it's just interesting how different people do it. Thanks very much. Here's Evelina.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Sorry for being late.
It's okay. It's okay. There's only a few of us here today, so you've just joined us at a perfect space. If there's anything that you want to share or ask or anything.
Yes, actually I do.
Good.
Because lately, for the last few days, I had problems with choosing the right issue for the day. Because I have a list of issues and I wasn't sure which one is right for the day.
We've just
So
been talking about that with Magda.
Oh,
So,
can I catch up
yeah.
later? Is it recorded?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's. I'm not saying we won't talk about it. I'm saying that it would have been interesting for you to hear what Magda does, in that she sets her intention fresh on every morning. Are you doing yours on a morning, or are you doing yours the night beforehand, or?
Actually, when I was trying to set the intention the day before, it wasn't right in the morning.
Yeah, that's just what I said before you. That's just what I was saying when I let you into the room there. That, you know, things can change overnight. So I'll just repeat myself, but a lot of people are setting their intentions at 7 p.m. on the night. But a lot, like you've just said, a lot can change through the night, and it's best to set that couple of minutes aside on the morning and do it for the day ahead.
Anyway, I wanted to say that I started muscle testing. If I had a list of issues that I want to cover in this month, I never I don't know why it has changed in last few days, but I didn't know which one to pick. So I started muscle testing, which one is good for the day, and it is perfect.
It's working, right?
Yes, it is working.
Great.
And I am sure that the intention was good for the day because of my headaches. So something is releasing.
Not that we want a lot of headaches, but yeah.
Anyway, I'm happy that I can feel that the big issue that I have split into the smaller ones are good for the exact day.
Great.
For example, maybe tomorrow it wouldn't be perfect one, but for today, it was good for me
Yeah.
to have chosen this one.
Good. So the muscle testing's working, and you're just going with it, and you're beginning to trust your intuition.
I am really seriously amazed by it.
Good.
It really works. It really works. Yes.
Good. Brilliant. So did you need help with, or did you just want to ask? Just wanted to tell us that it's working?
I wanted to ask if it's good to muscle test the issues.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
If it's working, it's working, isn't it?
It is.
So you've got a list in front of you, and your muscle testing, should it be this? Should it be this? Should it be this?
Yeah.
So you are comfortable with anything on that list? Yes. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put it on the list, would you?
Yeah.
And then you go on this one first, this one first, this one first. So that's a perfect way to do it. Obviously, not everybody can muscle test. So if that's
I was
working,
afraid that it would interfere with what you are doing.
you're choosing the issue. You're choosing the issue, and then all I'm doing is allowing that healing for you. So it's completely up to you what you choose. And now you're using the muscle testing to assist you with that, which is better than anything I could do for you, because it's, as long as we're happy that it's working and your muscle testing's good, which it must be, then it's perfect. That's why ultimately it'd be great if everybody could muscle test and choose what they wanted to work on for that day. But for now, and maybe we get some training going.
Only from the book. It's only from the book. I just started to testing. First was the sway test.
Yeah.
Backwards and forward. Then my fingers like this.
Yeah.
Then this one. And sometimes there are days that this is better, and sometimes this one is better.
Okay.
So
whichever you choose.
Excuse me?
Whichever one you choose, whichever one works for you. I mean, I don't think it's difficult. It just takes a bit of practice, just like everything else. So if I can learn it, anybody can learn it. But that's
so modest.
Exactly.
But I think that sway test can be for many participants, in fact, because we could maybe you could advise if somebody could watch this sway test how to do it, because I think everybody will feel it.
It's a good demonstration, but maybe not so practical for yourself if you're trying to do a lot. I've told you before, haven't I? I like that one because I can just sit and do it. I'm lazy. If I was stood up, swaying back and forth, that will
be a lot of time.
It would take 10 times longer, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
It'll probably
but that if somebody has 2 or 3 intentions, the sway test, it works.
Yeah.
Please. Okay.
Easy, right? For yourself. But it takes like a few seconds to get the answer from the sway test.
Yeah. It's much slower, but it's a good demonstration. It's a good starter for some people, maybe. And I think because you're going forward towards something that you do want, or away from something that you don't want, it makes sense a bit more, doesn't it? So I think that's good. Well, thank you. Was there anything else? Thanks for joining us. Did you manage to get the kids to bed and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. They are fine now. They are with their dad, and like I said, they are going to live without me for a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. This can be your time. At this point, I'll share my screen. Because we're talking about training and developing skills and what have you. You may have seen this. This is the first level of membership, which is my emotional resilience membership, where basically it's a load of video trainings that I did on, mindset, the mind, emotions, tap into freedom, that's obviously EFT, and then the subconscious, so that includes muscle testing there. So this is all included for everybody who has subscribed to the Emotion Clearing Club membership. It's available obviously for anybody at a smaller price if they're not in the Emotion Clearing Club membership. But I've got my t-shirt on and everything, look. So I've got to promote it. But
Oh, super.
this is a bonus for everybody in the club. You can work through all the videos. I'm going to make a separate Facebook group just for this course. And yeah, so everybody who's a part of the Emotion Clearing Club and they get past the free trial and then they do subscribe, that's just a bonus that they get. And obviously I'm going to include how to muscle test and things like that, and talk about the emotion code and how to actually do it yourself, so that if you don't want to upgrade to the Emotion Clearing Club level, which I know is a price, obviously an expense, because that involves our time and everything like that. This is a lower price thing. It's more of like a do it yourself sort of self-help sort of course. So that's a bonus for everybody. I'm going to have some training soon for tapping, EFT tapping in Polish. Obviously I can't really do it, so I've got a surprise guest coming soon who's going to help us with that, and that's going to be a class inside for the paid members again. So we've got some good things going on, haven't we, Justina? We're nearly at 4,000 in the main group, 3,995 I believe the last time I looked. So we might do something special for 4,000 members in the main group, I believe, but we're still talking about it, aren't we? We will see. Justina's looking at me blank, like, I don't know what you're talking about. But we will do something. So that's it, really. There's another Justina in here, and Bazina, if anybody else has got any questions, or if our Justina wants to add anything. There's a few less people than usual, but we've had a good half an hour. Anybody else struggling with anything? Bazina, you don't have to talk, but if you can speak in the chat, or just unmute yourself. You just need to unmute.
Bożenka, musisz sobie włączyć głośniczek. Wiesz gdzie? Jak jesteś na telefonie, to tam masz taki głośniczek, tam jest mute i musisz to sobie otworzyć, bo my cię nie słyszymy.
A, teraz?
O, jest perfect.
Ah.
Yes. Hello, Bożenka.
I have talked earlier and nobody
heard
me.
you. Yes. Yes, remember.
You deserve to be heard as well, Justina.
I'm sorry, my English is not so good. I understand, not 100%, but I really need to understand. But my English is not so good to explain, to talk. I have started a few days ago in this group with Justyna, help me with uwalnianie emocji.
With releasing the emotion.
With
yes.
releasing our emotion emotion. And it is 6 days. I think tomorrow will be my last day of free emotions free.
Yeah.
And I have received the test result about
podczepy, entity.
Antipy.
Oh, yes.
And what
what's yours?
I have 65%. Also, it is very bad.
Not so bad.
Really?
But it's 16 or 17, Bożenka.
Yes.
I thought that 65% it is very bad. Therefore, I sent.
Normal. Sorry, just going to say it's normal. Most adults.
It is normal, but
most adults we are fine.
But I see that we need with Grimy work about this work in this way.
It'll help to release it without a doubt, but I think I've done this week, I don't know, 100, maybe 80 tests for people, and nearly all adults have entities. The ones you see that are like 100% are the children, really. And even then, some children can have them. But I think as you get older, you pick up more stuff, you allow more things attached to you, and it's 65% is nothing to worry about. But obviously, we can help it. People here now who have had those sessions, and you know, I think we've had some good feedback. But of course, it's up to you what step you want to take next.
We will
Just
see.
check you
we will
understood all
see.
that, Christina.
We will see how it will be worked with me. I hope that few sessions it will be enough to have 100%.
One session.
Sometimes just one.
One
yes.
session?
Yeah.
Yes, quite often one. Sometimes two, but it doesn't happen very often, Bożenka. Mhm.
Oh.
Mostly one.
It is good information.
Yes.
I work.
If you were 20 or 30%, it might be 2
Ah.
or 3, but 65 should be 1.
Should be,
Okay.
yeah.
We get.
I have started to read books of David Hawkins,
Yeah. Good.
and it really works. It is very good imagination about this. What was my opinion about me, about the świat?
The word?
The word. Sorry. And now I see that something was wrong with me in person, not with the world. Therefore, I need to work with myself.
Yeah, but we all have to do it. Don't think that there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? Don't feel bad about it. I think we all have work to do, and 99% of people don't ever bother. So we're all on the right path when we take on this work. Which book was it? Power versus Fall?
It was
Letting go.
Technika uwalniania. I have started now, and our earlier było siła czy moc.
Power
versus force.
Brilliant. So
it was first, and now I have started Technika uwalniania.
Very difficult
great.
book, really.
Yeah. It's really, really important to think about where you are on this level of consciousness. When you're under 200 on the scale of consciousness, it explains so much. So it's all about releasing the things that keep us down and stuck. And then if we release enough trapped emotions and beliefs and entities, then we can start climbing up.
Emotions, and I know at the moment that I had not good relationships with my mother, and it works now. I need to clear relationships with my mother, and when everything it will be okay. It will be okay with me for the future. So
what intentions have you been doing for your 6 days? Is it anything? Any progress?
I think yes. I wanted to have a good relationships with my mother and with another person, and was my intention 3 times about it. And one I have arm
a pain in your arm.
Paining of my arm.
Yes.
And it was twice my attention about it. And the first time about my arm, I have written on the paper, and after that I I thought that my arm is okay.
Good.
It was, but it is only. It was in the evening. It was written. It was written, and I give the paper to my bag, and after that, really, I feel that my arm is okay.
Before the session,
But
even.
before session, it was. But
It happens. It happens.
yes, yes. But next day in the morning,
Mhm.
I felt my
The
arm.
pain again.
Yes, pain again.
Yeah.
Another layer, right?
Another layer. Yeah. I mean, I think we hear about legs and arms and things, and you think, well, how can that relate to a mother or a relative or something? But I think energetically we have our dominant side and our weaker side, and that can often relate to masculine and feminine issues. So it could be that the arm is linked somehow.
Sorry, which one is?
It depends.
Arm, which arm?
It's different.
Right.
It's
Right.
different for
So
everybody.
mother, right? This is
Right.
mother.
Mother.
It was here.
It's different for everyone because you could be right hand dominant
Yes.
and you can
But
be
if you are right hand, right is mother. According to
I couldn't remember which way it was. Was it your right hand, Justina?
Right, right hand.
There you go. See, well done, Justina. So I think that could be something to do with it. Who knows? But it's interesting, isn't it? So well done, though. I mean, are you going to keep the same intentions tomorrow, or change? Or going to decide in the morning? Maybe we should decide in the morning.
No. I think always in the evening.
Okay.
Right in the evening, write down and give my paper into my handbag. And very often in the night, when I'm in bed, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
That everything is okay.
We were saying earlier though that maybe sleep on it and then decide in the morning, but it's up to you. I mean, whatever works best for yourself. I think setting your attention like 8 hours after that day's clearing, you haven't given it enough time really. So it's best to probably sleep on it and do it the next morning. So it's had like 16 hours or something, and then you might feel totally different in the next morning. But if you've already written it down, then things are getting a bit jumbled up. But if it's working for you, that's fine. I can only advise.
I wanted to share something with you about entity session. It's really worth it because Brim, I haven't told you yet. My husband has had a session 2 days ago.
Yeah.
On Monday. Today is 13th. It was on 11th. So 2 days ago. And I have learned that he had this energy of this entity in his heart. And he always has had difficulties in showing his emotions. This is a kind of guy who will go and wash my car instead of telling me that he loves me. He will buy me something, he will do something for me rather than telling me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a man. And hello, that's me. Exactly the same. Yeah.
It's fine because I understand. I know that he loves me. He shows me very often. But yesterday he told me that I was giving him a teaspoon. Here you are. And he said, thank you. Oh my God, I love you. In the morning, during breakfast, something which happens every day. And yesterday, and I know that this is it has been always very hard for him to to say these words.
Yeah,
And
brilliant.
yesterday, this energy just has left him.
Wow, that's
And I think that this is because of you. So thank you.
no, thank you. That's great. Thanks for sharing. So that's
So Bożenka, it's really worth it to get rid of it.
I see, and I hope for better relationships with my mother and other people.
I think today's class is all about relationships. You're hoping to work on a relationship with your mother. Evelina's just said that, and Magda's got 4 men chasing after her that she doesn't want. You missed that at the beginning, Evelina, but yeah, she's got four men chasing after her now. So yeah, so brilliant. The other Justina, if there's anything you want to ask, just write it in the chat. Don't get stuck. I'm not really sure which Justina. I think we had three Justinas or Justinas on the call at one point there. So if you want to ask any questions in the chat, that's fine.
I have a question.
Yes.
How it is after 30 days when I have to pay once again, or it will be taken from my card?
Yeah, it's a subscription. I think most people have joined through the subscription. So unless you change your mind, it'll just get rebilled.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, but obviously you can cancel it at any time at all. It's fine.
Okay, and I would like to mention what Bożena said about it, that she felt immediately better after that she wrote the intention about her arm. I think it's like a visit in the doctor, that you immediately feel better. Somehow part of your energy is focusing on this area, and it's like already like touching this area, like taking care about this area. And I think that is happening, because for me also it happened that I'm thinking about intention in the morning, I'm writing it, and in fact I feel already better. So, or I feel it, or I feel somehow different, and I don't know. It's different because finally I wrote the intention, one thing out of my head, or it's just already working. So it's like visiting the doctor.
In this energy, the energy has been moved right away, right?
It's quantum. I don't want to take all the credit. Obviously, there's an element of self-healing, and you know, the placebo. I'm never going to say that isn't true, but it's just you've set your intention, and it's fantastic. But I won't take all the credit for time traveling.
I believe in quantum.
Yeah.
I really strongly believe in quantum.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I remember
Yeah,
one
I feel
day,
connected with all of you.
regarding connection, I think that once in the past, it was somebody who had a problem, suddenly asked you, Grim, to help because one girl was having problem with the back pain between the shoulder blades. And she wrote, "Can you help me because I feel the pain there?" And I just read it, and I felt for a second like a pain between the shoulder blades. I said, "Oh no,
Really?
I'm not taking it."
No.
And it was like really something. Immediately I was, "Oh no, it's not mine." But it must be. I didn't read, I didn't feel it, but I read it, and I felt it for a second, because the messages are coming, and because it's all the time appearing in that is new message that I commented. So I just open it, and you, after that, like 1-2 minutes, you released this for her. So it was, of course, I didn't feel it any longer, but it was like a kind of like for like 15-20 seconds, this kind of pain. And I said, "No, wow."
Right. I mean,
I was impressed.
that's interesting, because we don't want people reading other people's processing and picking up and absorbing their. We don't want. We'll have to think about. Maybe it should be on personal messages then. I don't know. But
well,
what about you, Grim?
What about me?
You don't pick any of these energies from us?
I'm normally pretty good, because I am quite a desensitized, emotionless robot. No, I'm
There
normally,
is a shield. There is a shield.
yeah, I'm normally okay. I get headaches sometimes, and sometimes I've done a lot of sessions, I might, you know, and then I might go and I'm speaking to somebody and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" And it's like, you can just tell there's a little bit just lingering, but nothing bad. I'm normally fine, but I try not to do too many entity sessions back to back, or, you know, I'll leave a bit of time in between them. I might do an entity session, do something else, and then do something else, and then come back to it. Like, obviously people are buying entity sessions this week. I wouldn't just sit and just do them all at once. I think because you're working at a totally different level with that, you know, I think you've got to be careful not to, you know, to make sure that you are protected with that work. But muscle testing, I'm normally okay. Obviously, you get tired just like anything else. But yeah, I don't know if it's me or if I'm just good at shielding or I'm just insensitive. I don't know.
How do you shield yourself?
I just check.
Is it just intention?
Pretty
Shield?
much. Pretty much. And if there's anything, I'll test am I shielded, and if it's a no, then it's basically just kind of release whatever it is, and then I just release it and just do that until it's 100%, and it normally only takes a couple of seconds. Bradley Nelson said all you need to do is say shields up, and it's that intention, and it's as easy as that. But like, I try and if I notice something, then I'll try and release whatever it is that's preventing it, and it tends to work pretty well. Have you been having problems with shielding? And
I was muscle testing my shielding yesterday, and my muscle told me that I have no shield at all. So probably it's not sufficient what I do.
right. Just make that intention and just say, can I release anything that's interfering with my shield? Can I release any energy disruptions in my shield? Can I release cords and attachments, and if there's anything?
Release with magnet?
Yeah, whichever way you do it. Yeah, I don't use a magnet.
Ewelinka, have you seen the long version of a shield I put sometime last summer in the group
From Aileen? From Aileen?
Samson gave me? Yes, have you seen that?
No.
Because
No.
from Eileen Thompson, body code practitioner, she shared with us quite long version, and this is like kind of meditation even. And Eileen said that it's quite working. Of course, the question is the intention and something, but shield up for some people maybe it's too short sometimes. But so when we finish, remind me. And I will find you the post. It is somewhere in the group. Yes.
Dziękuję.
The long version. This is the long version, and she's using that and recommends to every patient or customer.
You know what? I have a different problem because I was always I was taught that when I stawiam opór, help me.
When I'm resilient?
Yes.
Resistant?
Yes, exactly. Then I can like call something to przywołać coś do siebie. Już nie umiem po angielsku mówić.
Can we call something to you? Yes. But this shield is needed because, you know, these bad energies are coming. And then, for example, this is very popular topic on this global group, I call it global of Nelson, that people who started practicing, sometimes they ask, oh my gosh, I have done one session, I am exhausted. And how you are doing this 8 hours every day? Because some of them do 8 hours every day. And there is the shield. So it must be somehow.
I wanted to ask if I need a shield, it means that something is attacking me.
No, this is not
So-
about attacking. This is just taking energies from the people who are in the lower vibration. This is, this is a lot of energies around us. In body
Mhm.
code, which I also observe in a lot of reports, so I can see lots of things. This is even from the TV, some message from the TV. This is, some radiation of electrical devices, and all of
Mhm.
this is coming to our
Mhm.
bodies. So this is not, hello, Bożenka, who's there?
It is my son.
Oh, you want to see
Oh.
mine? Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh,
And
it's
yeah, she's
fall.
taking a nap. This is his nap. He will go to sleep after midnight, but this is his nap. Yes,
Mhm.
and he doesn't.
Okay. So look what I have.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in English. To jest kryształ górski.
Mountain crystal, whatever.
Crystal.
No,
Yeah.
some kind of crystal, and it should take all the bad energies, and I keep it. by
The
my
question of your
bedside.
belief, in my opinion.
Excuse me.
This is the question of your belief. If you believe it helps
Okay,
you,
I believe it works.
yeah.
I believe it works. Yes. What I wanted to say, Grim,
Okay.
is
Okay.
when
I
you
still think you need
rise.
to shield yourself though, even with crystals. Crystals just are a conduit for energy because they are the most perfect form of physical things for conduiting energy. You've still got to shield yourself.
Mhm.
So you can do it. I mean, if that was working, you wouldn't be talking about shielding now. saying that it's 0%.
Oh, well,
It is. It is.
this is my
Oh,
son.
your son.
Oh, another one. Today we have a Kinderball.
3 sons.
They're all very well behaved.
Yeah.
Very well behaved.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, you were going to ask a question.
I'll
say something.
When you have done this rising of my vibration, I quit with television, radio stations. I don't like loud music. I don't know what has happened, but it is continuing because it's been like half a year ago, and I still can't listen to normal music. Normal, you know. So it's low vibrating, maybe.
Yeah.
We're not at the same level right now.
Yeah.
So
You sort of paused a little bit. Do you mean since you started with us, or in the last year?
they just don't fit anymore with me.
Since when though? Sorry, because you broke up a little bit.
Oh, half a year ago.
Half a year, right?
Yes,
Is that when you joined having sessions and things, or?
more or less. Yes.
Interesting. So is it that you don't have a tolerance for it, or it just doesn't interest you anymore?
No, it just hurts my ears.
Oh well, maybe your ears are trying to tell you that it's not for you anymore. I don't know. That's
But it's true. It's true. I have the same. I cannot listen anything very noisy. I'm listening. I'm all the time looking for a silence, and also I think that I cannot drink more than 1 glass of wine if there is any celebration. I cannot really.
Because it lowers your vibrations, maybe.
And
Yes.
I just don't, I cannot. I have a problem with the stomach after that. I feel heavy and I don't like it. And it's finishing that I am drinking just gloggy without alcohol. That was like a, this Finland. So everybody are drinking now gloggy, but I am asking
Driver.
for gloggy without alcohol because I don't really want to. And I brought from Poland by car a lot of alcohol, Polish alcohol. And I said, finally, I will have it. And what?
Yes, the best, the best.
so. I think you probably got beliefs there that the alcohol isn't serving you anymore, because you said there that you don't want to. I can take or leave it. It doesn't bother me. I do drink a little bit, but I don't view it as something that I need to get rid of in my life. So I think it depends on your belief system as well, because you said there that you don't want it. Evelina, maybe it's something that you don't believe serves you anymore, that kind of music or whatever.
I just wanted to say that everything that you did for me was taking me somehow higher from a regular session, then was heart wall, then was rising of my vibrations,
Yeah.
then entity session, and step by step I feel different and I feel better. So
Great. I
it
love that you
has
come
to
every
be
week.
done step by step.
Every week you come and you're very, very kind words for me. So thank you. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. So is that it, or will we have? It's been nearly an hour from opening the room. I think I'll stop the recording. So thanks all for coming. Hope to see you
Thank
next week.
you.